I'm Emma, welcome to my channel. So I'm going to be making a little series about making my summer wardrobe. I'm only going to be making 2 projects in this video because otherwise it would take way too long to film. The first project I actually already started on because a couple days ago I went on a road trip and it was like 10 hours. So I started crocheting this mini skirt. I really wanted to make something like this. I don't know, I'm going to put it on the screen. So I just dug on the internet and I came across this beautiful skirt on a tutorial thumbnail on YouTube. And it was a free tutorial, but it was in Portuguese. And I don't speak Portuguese, but I do speak Spanish, so I could understand most of it. But there were some things that just didn't really make sense to me about that video. So this is what I've got so far. It is 1.90 meters of strap. So it's just like a double crochet. I used a 2.5 crochet hook for this and 100% cotton. And I'm making it in black because it's the color I most wear. It's meant to like go around your waist like a couple times and then you tie it off. I still think I made it way too big for myself, but I rather have made it too big than too small. I want it to be low-waisted, so I just put some markers on either side and that's where you start crocheting. So this part I actually tried to do like 5 times, but I had to keep undoing it. The problem is that this lady's double crochets seemed way longer than mine and she was using a smaller hook, so that doesn't really make sense. So I hope I've finally done it right. I think I have. I'll let you know how it goes. So I'm gonna update you about the skirt. It's been like a week or more. So I completely frogged it because I didn't like the yarn. I thought it was too thick. Well, this is like cotton. It's like a normal 8/4 cotton. It was just coming out too chunky and I really like the look of lace weight projects. So I frogged it and I started a top. Yeah, a top. So I was following this tutorial, but I already started frogging the top too because I made like double the height of rows and it was all just really boring. It was just double crochet and then skip 1 double crochet and then I don't know, I don't like it. It's a bit too simple for me. So I've decided to incorporate aspects of the Lilith top tutorial because it's so pretty. I'm still gonna do it like a tie in the front top. I'll show you now. Hey, sorry I'm in the bathroom literally. It's because the background is a bit cleaner so I can just show you the top better. So this is what I have so far. I'm gonna try it on because I think it's a bit tight. I think I messed up anyways. Oh, my dog is here. Blau! Passa, Blau! Anyways, it's meant to be covering your back and it's meant to be tied at the front. This is quite a big gap. That's too much. That's way too much. I messed up. Yeah, so I'm frogging it again because I think part of the problem is that I started the back like panel thing with a normal chain and that's like not very stretchy, as you can see. What I'm gonna do, instead of chaining normal chains and then doing a row of double crochet, I'm gonna do a foundation double crochet. I'm gonna do that, but for now I'm just gonna frog it while I tell you about the skirt. So for the skirt, I ordered some extremely thin linen from Temu and it arrived. Look. Woo! It's beautiful. It's actually really good quality. It was a bit expensive for Temu. It was like €6 for, or 5 euros for a skein. I already wound up one by hand. I did a small swatch of just the linen, but that was way too thin. So then I thought, ooh, I've got a really cool lace weight cotton as well that is also too thin. So I did another swatch of that, but I only had it in this cream color. And I thought that was perfect. I also swatched the original cotton I was using, and as I said, that was way too thick for my liking. But the mix of these two, the linen and the lace cotton, was so perfect. So I decided to order more of this in black. This is the Casasol lace organic cotton detox. And it arrived, so I'm gonna unbox it with you guys. All right. Ooh, look, my mismatched socks. Does anyone do that? Like when one sock breaks, you just keep the other one until another sock from another pair breaks, and then you join the two solitary socks. So I bought it from Las Tijeras Mágicas, favorite online yarn shop, because the shipping is cheap. My god, I bought 4. I thought I bought 2. Oops. And yeah, so I will be holding this black cotton with the black linen. I'll probably keep it as a project to do in like the metro. I'm so proud of myself. This weekend, for the first time, I'll tell you while I frog this, I crocheted on the metro. Wow, it's so silly, but I was so embarrassed to do it. And then I literally went on Reddit and I searched how to not be embarrassed to crochet in public, and the answers actually really helped me, and I just started, and it gave me a huge adrenaline rush, which is so stupid. Literally no one cares. I did get some looks from like an old man and his grandson who were like, oh, look at that, that's so funny, a girl crochet. But apart from that, no one cared. Nothing happened. Hi, it's like the middle of the night, but I'm working on the strap for the skirt with my new yarns, and I luckily found another video also in Portuguese, which was literally the same tutorial, but like made by another woman. So I think she explained the measurements part a bit better, because the first one was really confusing. Like everyone in the comments was really confused because it said to just like leave 20 centimeters on either side, but then like with the increases, like you would run out of those 20 centimeters. Anyways, so what I've done, it's really long. I just took my waist measurement, but because I want it to be low-waisted, I took basically my hip measurement, which was 80. And you want to make it twice that long. And then apart from that, the lady said to do 60 extra centimeters to tie it with, so it would be like 30 on each side, but I'm lazy, so I'm just gonna do 40. So I'm basically done. This is how it's looking. It's only 4 rows. The width of the skirt increases with every row because you keep adding onto this strap, of course, so does the length. So I hope my maths turn out right. Hi, I hope I'm focused right now. So I have an update, which is I finished the top nearly. Well, this is what it looks like expanded. What it actually looks like is something like this. So basically I was sick for the last 2 days, so I looked really bad and I didn't even feel like filming. So I just finished it. I actually undid, like when I got to this row with the, I don't know what that stage is called, I realized that my maths had been wrong the whole time, because I was doing the maths that the YouTube video said which was for an in the round top. So it had to be a multiple of 4. But because I'm doing it in a way where I want one side to finish the same as the other side, it actually could not be a multiple of 4. It had to be a multiple of 8, but not of 4. You know what I mean? So I redid that, and now I think it might be a bit too tight, but whatever, crochet stretches throughout time. The only thing I have to do now is shorten the straps, because I made them way too long, but you know what they say, better too long than too short. If you want to replicate it, what I did was, following the first tutorial, the distance between the cups is half of your underbust circumference. So, if you want to use this lace detailing from the second tutorial, it has to be a multiple of 8 plus 4, which means it cannot be a multiple of 4 that is divisible by 8. You know, like it has to be 8 plus 4 for it to finish on both sides on this stitch. The first row where I joined the cups, I did normal double crochet under the cups, and then I did foundation double crochet all along so that it will be stretchy, and then continue with double crochet. Then the next row, the second row, is all double crochet. The third row is double crochet, chain, skip 1, double crochet, chain, skip 1. The fourth row is double crochet. Then, because I'm a perfectionist, on the fifth row I did all single crochets, because I wanted this stitch to be right side facing the outwards of the top. Then for the 6th and 7th row, I followed the Lilith crochet. I'll just put in the description the timestamp for this. Then the next row was all single crochet, and then I just repeated that. Then for the last row, I did the triple picot stitch from the first tutorial, and that goes from the cups all around to the top, and then in here you just single crochet. I'm so happy with this top. It's so cool. I can't believe I made this. This is my first top for real. Oh, it looks even better in this lighting. See, now you can see all the details. Now you can see all the... I love it. I love it. I love it. I actually love it. Now I'm gonna update you on the skirt. It's super long. So I actually undid a lot. When I got to the middle of the second repetition, I undid the whole thing. Why? Because the sides, the increases, were making the starting band curl a lot. So I had to alter the pattern, and well, it still curls a bit. If you hold this flat, you see it's not very straight, but whatever. I can deal with this, but before it was going like that, you know, really bad. So now finally I'm starting on the third repetition of the pattern, and I think I'm gonna do 5. So I'm nearly halfway through, finally. Another thing is I've almost run out of linen yarn while I still have this much cotton left. And they were both 50 grams, so I can only assume that linen is heavier. So there is less yardage of linen than cotton. Finished winding my first ball of yarn on this thing. It's so professional. Guys, once again, I'm facing a new problem with this skirt, which is I don't like how it's turning out. In fact, I hate it. The problem is that this fabric is black. So when you overlay it on itself, see, like this, you can't see the pattern at all. I think this would be really nice with a lighter colored yarn, because in those you can actually still see the pattern, but because it's black, you can't see it at all. And I think it looks so beautiful, like by itself, like this. I don't want to do the whole wrapping the skirt twice around you thing, so I'm gonna scrap it. Again, my plan is, first I'm gonna undo this and I'm gonna wind a ball of yarn using the both strands, so then it's also going to be easier for myself. Between the yellow strips is my hip measurement. Then I left 20 centimeters between the yellow and orange marker because each increase is going to be 5 centimeters. There's one row where I'm going to stack it up so there won't be an increase. So it's been like 2 days of work and I finally finished the 2 rows in the new way. So instead of starting the second row at the bottom of the first row, I started it like here. This one looks perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. It's like a perfect slope. This one turned out a bit worse. And now for the third row, I will go from here and then the increases will start to increase on the sides. This is where I am so far. This side is so straight, it's perfect. This is a little more curved, but you can barely tell if you just stretch it out a bit. And this is how much yarn I have left from the yarn ball I winded when I undid the skirt. So yeah, I've nearly crocheted as much as I did the last time. This time it's going by so fast because now I know all the steps by heart. I can just like mindlessly sit there. I don't have to look at the tutorial for the end of the row parts either. I'm nearly done. I think I'm gonna do 2 more repeats and that will be it. I'm taking it apart again. Let me show you. Okay. It looks good, but I made it not wide enough. So in order for it to cover my butt, I would need to make it too long, which I don't want to do. And the thing is, the perfect length that I wanted is just 1 more row, which would be like there. But if I add 1 more row, it will not cover enough on the sides. So my maths were wrong because I measured from like the top part, not accounting for the curve.
Over 1 month later.
I just used up all the yarn from the last time I undid it. This is where I'm at. It's looking so much better this time. I am a bit annoyed at how the strap curls in a bit with the increases. Honestly, it's not even that bad on camera. You can't tell much. In real life, it annoys me a bit, but I don't care. I'm not doing it again. It's better on this side. It's straighter, you can see. I think I only need to do 1 more repeat of the pattern. Also, I must mention, I've gotten so fast at crocheting this. Also, I'm using this 1.5mm hook now. The last time around, I was using this 2mm hook, but they're different brands. So I wanted to just size down to 1.75, but for some reason, the hook to me looks bigger than the 2mm one that I was using. You really can't tell on camera. So I don't know. That's why I chose the 1.5 instead, which does seem a bit smaller, but this one does get thicker at the bottom than this one ever is. So I don't even know which size is right. Whatever. Good morning. I just woke up and I'm straight back to crocheting because I'm nearly done. I stayed up until 3 in the morning yesterday because I'm so close to being finished. I'm on the last round of these pattern things. So this row is my personal hell because it consists of making these little loops, which have to be even across the whole skirt. It has to be an even number. If it's odd, the pattern will not work out right. Last night I had to redo this end section like 3 or 4 times, and I have had to count everything multiple times. The good thing is that after this row of hell where you have to count everything, the next rows are really easy. It will be really fast to finish this after this row. Probably by tomorrow I can get it done. This is what it looks like flat. It's really annoying me, this side. It's very sloped. This one is not so bad. Also, when worn, you probably won't be able to tell. It looks so good on camera. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I tried it on before and it fits perfectly.
I'm not sure I understand.
Please. Please. It's like the perfect length and the perfect width. It was so worth it to redo it because now it's perfect. You see this like little edge? Let's see.
Prendo com baixíssimo, olha. Aqui na primeira correntinha.
I'm learning so much Portuguese. This is how that final row is looking. I'm gonna leave it for tomorrow in the end because I have a long bus trip and now I have to finish some uni assignments. Finally done. This is really hard with one hand. Also, this is all the yarn that's left. I was really playing yarn chicken. I'm so glad I had enough. My skirt's been finished for like 2 weeks. I just can't get myself to weave in all the ends because it's so tedious. It's the thing I most hate in life. I think there were like 16 maybe ends to weave in. Guys, I've tried it on. It's so cute. I literally just took some pins. I pinned it to myself and I'm literally sewing it on myself standing up just so I make sure the shape is right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to line it up like this in the end because if not, it's too square around my hips and it's like, this creates a bit more of a, you know? Okay, so I just sewed on the very end of the strap, but I think it's gonna be better actually to sew it with the sewing machine so I can use the zigzag stitch. And also because I need this done today, so I better be quick because I need it in a couple hours so I can take pictures tomorrow. My intention was to use the leftover threads that I made this skirt with, like the cotton and linen. I already put the cotton into a thingy, but I really don't trust my sewing machine. It makes weird noises with the walking foot, and I don't want to ruin my crochet. I don't want it to get stuck under it. I don't want it to stretch weirdly, so I'm just gonna do it by hand.
Get ready for the final reveal.
Well guys, that's it for this video. Finally I finished the skirt. In the end I also sewed together, like I pinched a bit of this and I sewed it like flat to the back of the skirt to cinch it in a bit more because the waist was a bit too wide, you know, like it would fall down. And still with this tiny piece sewn together, I feel like it's still a bit big, like it will fall a bit off. Like it won't fall off, but it gets lower than I want it. So I might just have to like wear a small safety pin on the inside just to make sure it looks fine. But other than that, it's perfect. I don't really care about that. Hi, it's me editing. I forgot to mention the pattern kinda for the skirt is gonna be in the description because I was thinking about filming a tutorial but I couldn't be bothered because it took me so long to make. So yeah, more or less the instructions are in the description. Also the videos I used, but I altered a lot of things. For the top, I did have to tie together these two pieces just with an end that I cut off from the strap. I just tied a knot. It's not very pretty, but it does the job because otherwise my boobs would fall out. But with this, they stay pretty well. And I don't flash anybody. I've tested it. Like even if I lean down or stuff like that. So this video has ended up being quite long. And I want to know you guys' opinion if you like this longer content. I feel like it's too long, but maybe you like it. And if you have any video ideas, also tell me. And please subscribe, I guess, if you've watched this far. I'd be surprised. Also, if you want to know, my channel is pronounced cianuro. It's like cyanide in Spanish. And the zeros is just like an O. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my 11 subscribers. I love all of you. See you in the next one in 2 weeks.